You are listening to the Ranges Podcast.
Yeah, we'd finished God's the Copybook Headings, did the show, and then played shows throughout the summer. Started working on a new concept, new music.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the concept stemmed from my talk radio days. I think it must come from the Bible verse, and the people cried out for a king. 2016 was an election year.
Right.
And so that was all getting ramped up, which was Trump 2016, which is bizarre to think about.
Yeah.
Because that seems like such a long time ago, but it also doesn't seem that long ago that he was president for the first time.
Right.
Anyway, concept of the album was the whole people crying out for a king, people crying out for a leader, and just how that's how society works, is always looking for somebody to turn to for a leader. And so I guess the concept for this one was kind of just a theme about the desire for control and authority within people and the need to have that, and whether that's right or wrong or good or bad, and just kind of introduce that idea through instrumental music. So you put the title on the album and let people kind of take from it what they want.
Right.
But that was the concept. And so I don't remember why. I think we probably at this point as a band wanted to do vinyl.
Yes.
And so it was like, well, let's do 2 songs and put it on a 7-inch.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had that as our concept before we even got going.
Yeah. Because that would be the less expensive way to do vinyl if we just did a 7-inch, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we came up with the song titles Crown and Kingdom when we were writing. It was part of the concept.
Mm-hmm.
The cover art was the Tree of Life, which is, do you know more about this?
Well, I only know about it through the synagogue.
Right.
So no, I don't.
Oh, so the Jewish guy is not the guy to turn to for the help with the Tree of Life.
My biblical knowledge of my upbringing is pretty poor. I got bar mitzvahed by force, and I thought, well, at least I'll get a drum kit out of it.
Right, yeah,
So no, I am not the one to ask about the Tree of Life.
All right. Well, anyway, the cover was the Tree of Life symbol. And, if you don't know what that is, look it up.
Yeah, I should actually look at the 7-inch again.
Finally sold out of those.
Nice.
Yeah, it took
8 years.
Yeah, it took 8 years to sell out of that. So,
wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
So anyways, we wrote the songs at that time we were practicing in my garage. It was summer, so the weather was good.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not freezing cold in there. And then I don't know where the idea stemmed. I think it was probably Joey's idea to rent a cabin in the woods, in the mountains somewhere, and then record there.
But I know that the cabin itself was good because of the high ceilings, right? And it was it had a what do you call it?
A roof.
Not only a roof, but a I'm blanking.
Walls.
No.
Plumbing.
No. Loft.
A loft. Right, it'd have a loft. Yeah, I mean.
So we were able to have. I was all into the Albini concept of recording, thinking that the sounds could travel down off the loft and then come back up for the natural reverb,
right?
And the high ceilings and all that good shit.
Yeah, we all believed you.
That I know nothing. Well, I worked for Albini. I did it. I was there. I saw him work that magic, but it was a little bit different than electrical audio.
Yeah, and Joey found it.
Yes,
through Verbo. And it, from the pictures, I think it was like, yeah, I think that'll work. I think there's room in that cabin. It was in the Bridger Mountains.
Yeah.
And it was
out
east.
Towards Fairy Lake.
Okay.
We made the turnoff before we would get to the entrance to Fairy Lake.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was up past the base of the ski hill and all that.
Right. Every album up to now, we had recorded ourselves.
Right.
Had a small studio set up.
Mm-hmm.
And so we mobilized that, brought computer and interface, microphones, brought everything we need, packed that up in the trailer with all our gear, and drove up to the Bridger Mountains. And it's like a 30 to 45-minute drive out of Bozeman, I think.
Yeah.
And this was the end of April.
Was it?
Yep, end of April 29th. So I guess I lied when I said we were riding through the summer.
Must have been
Holy
the winter.
crap. Okay, we had finished Gods in February and already had written 2 new songs to record in end of April. So, oh yeah, we were botching this episode.
It's okay. They can't all be gems.
In the summer, we'd played Camp Days, and I remember we played Crown and Kingdom. We were playing those songs live.
Really?
Yeah. So
Before we recorded them?
No, after we'd recorded them.
Oh.
So we'd already written them. We wrote them, must have been early in 2016. Probably when Gods came out, we had them written. Because we recorded them in April, and Camp Days was in June.
Well, I guess we would have had to have them ready because there's no way we would have rented this place to go in for a weekend and not have a songs.
Yeah, I think that was the point, was to go and record the songs. So I'm pretty sure we had them written.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
I'm going to believe you.
Yeah, so we get up there, and there was get up to the cabin, and I think it was 3 stories. There was a basement garage level, the main level, and then the loft.
That sounds right.
And since you wanted to record in the loft, we had to lug all the gear up the stairs from the garage, which I remember those stairs being really narrow and rickety. So we lugged everything up there and then set up, and we'd brought food and everything to make dinner. And how many nights were we? Friday night, Saturday night, and I think we came back Sunday.
Right.
So it was a couple nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'd gotten everything set up, and then I had some, I guess, family emergency is what I would call it. And I had to leave to run back home and handle that business. And so we didn't have any plans to record. We were just going to start Saturday morning. So
Well, I got there Friday night and you were gone.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I said,
So
where are you? Where is he?
Okay.
Where's CJ? And they said he had to leave.
Yeah.
He had a family thing to deal with. And I said, is he coming back? And I said, he's planning on it. And you did.
I did. Yeah.
You
Handled
did
the
come
business.
back. Yep.
And then drove all the way back. Woke up Saturday morning and probably started tracking drums right away. Got everything set up in the cabin.
So you were engineering this?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody else was. I don't know if anybody else knows how. You weren't. I know you weren't.
No, it wasn't me. I'm trying to picture you at a board or something.
I was at a computer.
You didn't have
No, I didn't have a board or tape. This was all digital.
Yeah, but you didn't have faders to
No,
ride?
I don't think so. I think it was all just straight into Pro Tools.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And brought it back down and mixed.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember the process going smoothly. Recording.
Mm-hmm.
Drums were done quickly. Bass was done quickly. I remember Ethan, being in a bluegrass band, also had that stand-up bass that he had brought with him. So he had bowed bass on those songs. I don't know where, but there's bowed bass in there somewhere. And then we did guitars. Yeah.
I do remember it was an A-frame and that there was...
So you're still on the structure of the building.
Yeah, well...
Please, go ahead. Talk
There was
about
a
the
nice
frame.
window behind me, and I remember thinking, wow, isn't this great?
Yeah.
I get to play drums and record and look behind me, and it's Montana out there.
Yeah.
Because it was still, I was still in awe.
I guess you were only been about, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah. So the window behind me, and then, recorded drums, bass, guitars, recorded them all.
And breakfast, Joey made huevos rancheros.
Nice.
Do you remember that?
I remember someone made breakfast.
He was all about that. And he was on a diet. Do you remember his dumb diet?
No.
Where he made everybody huevos rancheros, and he had these 2 turkey sausages and like an egg. That was all he had on his plate.
You're kidding me.
No. You don't remember that?
No.
You remember the A-frame and the loft, but you don't remember Joey's diet.
No.
Wow.
No. I would figure he would break his diet to eat the banned meal.
He stuck with it.
Wow.
He made us huevos rancheros, and he ate turkey sausage.
Well, I hope he was happy.
Maybe he's happy. I don't know.
Because I'm sure I liked it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'd finished recording, packed up all the gear, packed up all the recording stuff, lugged it all down back into the trailer, and left and went home, mixed the 2 songs. When I was mixing the drums, I kept hearing some noise, and I thought it was my kids upstairs for the longest time, and it was then my kids were gone, and I could still hear it. And I finally figured out that it was you humming. You're humming the song while you're playing, which makes sense, but I'm sure that exists in every single song recorded.
Maybe.
And then it came time to master the album, and before this, I had always done the mastering, but I do think it's always been Joey's influence of wanting to work with other people.
Right.
And it turns out that you have a family member that has mastered albums that are some of my favorites, as well as Joey's. And I think when we learned that, we knew who we wanted to master the 7-inch.
Yeah. So I gave her a call. It'd be my cousin, Emily Lazar.
Who's mastered some big-time albums.
She has.
For me, Brand New. She works with Brand New and has mastered their albums, which is awesome.
Yeah. She's done some pretty big records.
Mm-hmm. And she made a comment, I think it was after the 7-inch. She commented that we sounded like Brand New.
Brand New.
Which, that's all I ever needed. It's like,
yeah,
right, cool. And she would know.
Yeah, that's right.
Clearly, Joey and I have influence from that band.
Right.
But being in a post-rock band, it probably doesn't always shine through.
But yes, Emily mastered the 7-inch for us.
And then I believe she cut the lacquer.
Yep.
And then sent that to United Record Pressing.
That's correct.
Who we decided to go through, and we just wanted them to press the vinyl, which was a transparent blue vinyl, and we were going to screen print the 7-inch jackets ourselves because we thought that would be a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we submitted the masters to get them pressed to vinyl, and then it was hope that we get them in time. And this was our first go at vinyl, so no idea how production times work. But I don't remember there being any delays or anything. We had put the first, I guess the only single, which was Crown. We put that on the first edition of the Open Language compilation that we do through 1,000 Arms. And then in August, the test pressings arrived, and remember getting together at Joey's house and listening to the test pressings. Do you remember that?
Sounds like something we would do.
Yeah. Do you remember the structure of Joey's house?
Was it the one on Timberline?
Yeah.
Yes.
High ceilings. Yeah. So it was good for
acoustics.
Good. Yeah. So you do recall the acoustics. So,
yeah. Yes. Yes. The stereo set low.
Yeah.
But the sound was able to travel.
Right.
High.
Yeah.
High up.
So yeah, we popped on the test pressings, and that was the first time I'd ever heard my music on vinyl. You'd obviously had vinyl records before.
I had.
Yeah, but that was the first time for me. So that was pretty cool.
It's always fun.
We totally approved the test pressings because, what else would I have done? It's like,
That's
I don't know,
what
they
you
sound
do.
good.
Yeah.
So yeah, approved those, and then I guess within the next month or so, we probably got vinyl in, and then in the meantime, I'd been started screen printing all the jackets.
Mm-hmm.
So those are front and back, one color prints with like a silver ink. It turned out really cool.
I do remember that coming out really well.
Yeah. And then we'd planned to release the album on October 7th. I don't know if there's any significance for that.
Well, I do. The whole October release thing I've always been a fan of, because I think that's just a good time, because you got school is back in session. Not that we were huge on college campuses by any mean at that time.
We were trying to be huge on college campuses.
Yeah, we always wanted to get that college crowd.
Yeah.
Smart people.
Yeah.
To listen to us.
Right.
Yeah. So no, but you get that out, while school's back in session, but before the holiday hoopla takes over everything.
Right. Yeah, you got to do it before the hoopla. You don't want to be mid hoopla.
You don't want to be the guy that's trying to push his record on,
in the
Thanksgiving.
hoopla.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
No, you don't want to compete with a bunch of turkeys. Shit.
That was great. That was really good because you knew you're going for it. You were trying really hard.
I was. I always.
But you're right. You don't want to compete with a bunch of turkeys.
No.
Wow.
It's never good.
No.
No.
Wow. I need to remember that. That's good advice.
Yeah. Always get the job done.
Yeah.
By Halloween.
Right. Yeah. So, we had connected with Dunk Records in Belgium.
Right.
To sell some copies, which they agreed to do.
Right.
And so I reached out to them again for the 7-inch saying, do you want to also sell these? And they were on board.
Mm-hmm.
I probably sent them maybe 20 copies.
Okay.
For them to sell, which was awesome. And then at some point in the summer, we're planning to do our first tour.
Right.
So we'd played through Montana and it's like, all right, let's do some touring now.
If you've enjoyed this podcast, subscribe to the Range's Patreon to hear more episodes.